Okay, YouTubers, here we go. Building this fence here in the backyard. Cutting the blind dog. Just about got this thing completed. As you can see, this is where the gates, double gate. These old fancy hinges here. It's called Infinity, G-Force Infinity hinges. Pretty sweet. Anyway, walking around, do a little walk around. As you can see, this thing's pretty massive. It's only about 4 feet tall, 5 feet tall. But it's a lot of work. Those are 6x6 posts planted in the ground. It kind of steps down a little bit. Those posts are 6x6 posts. There's a total of 15 of them. Use a 2x6 southern yellow pine. These things are having to be cut. Every one of these boards are having to be cut. By the way, there are no nails in this fence. Not any nails in this fence. Everything screws. Got some Simpson hardware here. As you can see, to attach the rails. Yeah, there are no screws, no nails in this fence whatsoever. Using these Gravit nails. Decking fence, 2.5 inches. But this thing's pretty massive. Again, there are no nails, or should I say there's not any nails whatsoever in this fence. As you can see, there's a little bit of gap along the edges here, but the bottom, excuse me. But I'm gonna fill that all in with some wire, or put a kickboard down there to take care of that. But as you can see, most everything else is pretty low to the ground there. I'll be adding some post caps to each one of these posts. This post here's got to be cut to length still, but just kind of pan around and you'll see there's the gate opening right there. It's gonna be a double wide gate. Well, a double gate. About 2 4-foot sections right there. Got the hinges. I'm gonna probably build that thing tomorrow when I get off work. My wife's wanting to leave that old wire cage there in case she has to separate the 2 dogs, but I was just gonna take it on down. Anyway, whatever she wants to do. If you have someone to build a fence for you, if they cut any of the lumber, whether they're building a fence or deck or whatever, especially if on the outside, if they cut any of the lumber, make sure they treat the cut ends with some kind of preserve. See, I'm having to treat both ends. Here's a bunch of lumber. There's a lot. Still got one 6x6 post, which I got an idea for that. I need to put a handrail on these steps I got in the backyard leading up to the hill. This fence where the dogs are gonna go, some old scraps. And I had planned on building me a brick grill right here, cook out. We'll see what happens. But anyway, I gotta put a handrail right here. Scraping this old concrete paint here. Scraping it off. I'm gonna stain it. Got a nice little retaining wall right there. It's round. Oh, there's a deck I built. I stained that thing. Gotta finish it up. Where's the fence? Oh, here's one of the post caps that's going on this thing when I get done with it. All the way around. I'm gonna put a trim piece up here on top, like this. Each end. Be post caps on every one of these posts. As you can see, I'm almost done. Almost done. I gotta rip a few boards, put in there. Gotta rip a board right there. There. And coming on around here. Almost done. Last two sections here. Last two sections. A few more boards to put in there. I gotta dig that out a little bit more. The boards are set too low on the ground there, so I gotta dig that out a little bit. As you can see, it needs to be dug out. Well, it's coming along pretty good. I finally set that last post right there the other day. It was the last one. I had a heck of a time getting back here. I had to dig out a bunch of stuff, but finally got it done. So, last two sections. This one and this one here. Let me step out and get another view. This is what it looks like. All the way around. Got a bunch of cleaning up here to do still, but get it all cleaned out. Butt it right up to my neighbor's fence there. You see it kind of steps down a little bit on both sides, and then it's level all the way across. All the way across. Alright, YouTubers. Get back with you as soon as I get this thing done. Later.